Hey y'all, it's Tirza. Making this video a little late. It's just been a little bit of a crazy day. I had gotten like a virus with a sore throat and all that stuff a couple of days before Thanksgiving, and it seems like I've passed it on through to my family, unfortunately. So a couple of my kids were home, and my husband just left to do his night shift about 45 minutes ago. So I thought, no time like the present to make the video and get it out there. So in case you guys don't know, my name is Tirza. I'm from Philadelphia. I am 38 years old. I am basically 5'7", although I'm really 5'6¾". I had a vertical sleeve gastrectomy back in 2012. So pre-op, before surgery, at my surgeon's consult appointment, I weighed my highest recorded weight ever, and I think just it was my highest weight ever, of 330 pounds. The date of surgery in January 2012, I was down to 294 pounds, and by November of 2012, I was 165 pounds. Struggling and battling with yo-yo dieting and basically being a binge eater and a food addict, which is kind of funny since people always make fun of it. There's no such thing. That's impossible. And more studies and things have been released showing, that how certain foods can certainly be an addiction, sometimes worse than some drugs. So I'm rambling. Anyway, the last time I got to you guys, I weighed 210.8, and this week I weighed 207.4 pounds, which is a 3.4 pound loss for the week. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I was a little worried there for a minute. I know that is the bad thing about being a daily weigher, because, this week we had Thanksgiving, and excuse me, sorry, I had made plans so that I would not go off of my plan, the way I eat on Thanksgiving. Sorry, there's a lot of noise outside. I live on a crazy street. It's a very nice in a neighborhood, but we are the crazy Christmas street, and people will be up and down until 2 o'clock in the morning, making lots of noise out front until Christmas is over. So it is what it is. I've got my headphones now and some music to try to sleep at night, because that's the only way to do it. Anyway, I digress. So I had a plan. My way of eating is basically a ketogenic diet. It's not keto per se. I am pretty high fat, but keto is high fat, moderate protein, low carb. I am definitely higher protein than I am fat, although my fat is still kind of high, but not where they want it in those like keto macros. And so I guess what I'm called is lazy keto, or just low carb dieting. So I made sure that I brought things with me. So I cooked some string bean salad and brought like a ton of that with me. And in case you guys don't know what that is, I mean, that was like a staple in my family. We don't do like the hot string beans. So basically you get fresh string beans, snip the ends, blah, blah, blah. Boil them where they're slightly tender, but still a little snap. Not too much, but not soggy. You use some minced garlic, fresh garlic. Finely chop some fresh mint, salt, pepper, olive oil, and vinegar, which I believe was red wine vinegar, but I just keep apple cider vinegar around, so I did with apple cider vinegar, and it was still really, for me, really, really good. So I made that and brought it. I made these baked radishes that had thyme, Parmesan cheese, black pepper, salt, and olive oil, and they baked for like 50 minutes in the oven. would I ever make that again? Did it give me like that potato-y kind of feeling? I guess. Um, it didn't taste bad, but not my favorite thing ever, so we'll see. But it's very, very low carb. And so I decided that I was going to fill up on those things and turkey. So eat as much turkey as I wanted, which I had the, I had the drumstick and some breast. And my sister-in-law had olives, green and black. The green had some carbs because they had like the red pepper inside. I didn't take it out just to lower my carbs. I figured, who cares? But when I did plug what I could, because, I mean, I didn't bring a food scale, I was definitely over carbs for the day, but it was all from the veggies, and so I wasn't going to beat myself up or care about that. When the dessert table came out, and I love me some pumpkin pie, I did not have any. I had the coffee that she had out. Instead, she only had Splenda as a sugar alternative, which is not, I guess, the best, but better, I guess, than nothing. So I was appreciative that she even had that. Half and half. She didn't have heavy cream. Again, still better than if I was putting milk or something artificial or whatever. So again, grateful that that was there. And still better than had I partaken in the pie and this amazing fudge that my cousin makes and brings to every big family function. It's like, I guess it's kind of dark chocolatey. I don't know. But everyone loves it. And it's just to die for. It's so good. I did not eat it. I was so proud of myself. I stuck to my guns and stuck to my plan. So it was very disheartening when I got on the scale the next day and was up 3 pounds. Normally Thursday is a fat fast day. Clearly Thanksgiving, I was not going to sit there and sip on coffee with some coconut oil in it and heavy cream. So I did that for Friday instead. And then that resulted in 2 of the 3 pounds gone, still up a pound. And then I just maintained that for a little while. And then these last 2 days, the weight finally came off. So whatevs, 3.4 pounds. I think that's pretty amazing on a Thanksgiving week. And it's not just Thanksgiving week for me, guys. There was 2 more major events that I had to go to. And I avoided all temptation. So I'm proud of myself, even though I look like a crazy person in the one event. No biggie. Thanksgiving. The Saturday after every Thanksgiving, my block does its big lighting up ceremony of the Christmas lights. And we have a block party. There's a train. There's usually a bouncy house, a bull ride, all these other things. This year we didn't have that because when I was talking to the coordinator, the insurance was just too high for all that. So we still had our DJ, which was my friend that I grew up with. We still had like a million food trucks there. We had the train, and it was an even better, more beautiful train. I will see if I can insert pictures at the end because those are my kids, so it is what it is. I probably shouldn't put their pictures out on the internet, but whatever. Bad mommy moment, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but that was also the day of my 20th high school reunion. So I was not going to go to my 20th high school reunion. But then the weather was really, really, really bad. Like the rain was, there was flood warnings and everything because there was so much rain that they canceled the block party. So I didn't have to miss the block party. So I was able to go to my high school reunion. Sorry, my dog is like bugging out right now next to me. Sorry. So I was able to do both, which was awesome. If you can't tell, I have several inches of my hair chopped off. And I did that Saturday morning for my high school reunion because I wanted to get my hair blow dried and get the ends cut because they were starting to look a little bad. But they weren't terrible. Like I probably could have gotten away with just cutting half an inch, but the hairdresser seemed so upset for me. And I could see that he was having a hard time at first trying to broach the subject. When he was washing my hair, I noticed he kept on focusing back at this section of my hair over here. See, you can see my little scar. You can see right through my scalp. And over here. And when he went to cut my hair, he brought me back to the chair, and he was, I'm sorry, and he was combing my hair out, clumps of it coming out. And I made sure I brushed my hair to get all the loose hairs out before I left, and it was just flying. And he was like, look at this. He's like, listen, I hate to say this to you, but you have a significant amount of hair loss going on. I see that you have some baldness. Excuse me one sec. Hopefully I can find a way to put my two videos together, because instead of hitting pause, I hit stop on the video I was making. But my dogs had to go outside, so I took a little bit of precedent over this. So anyway, I digress. He was telling me about that I was balding, essentially, and suggested that I purchase this stuff called Nioxin. I don't know if that works or not, but I guess at this point I'm willing to try something different. Because I'm not having any regrowth and my hair is still just falling out. So anyway, he also suggested me, instead of just trimming my hair, cutting off significant inches. I think my hair was the longest it had ever been in my life. My hair doesn't grow that long. To try to make the hair look fuller. And then he made the part a little right of center, to try to cover this side, which was a little worse looking. So that was that. It is what it is. So now that we know I'm just like totally going bald, we're going to put up my hood from my Christmas Story pajamas that my husband bought for me. And we'll continue. So I went to my high school reunion. And a cute, guys. A little crazy, but cute. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? Okay. So I went to my high school reunion Saturday night. And it was a full open bar, a beautiful giant buttercream cake. It looked so good. I took 2 slices home. My kids thought it was great, so I avoided that. And they had a buffet of salmon, which would have been fine, but it was like covered in some kind of white sauce that I don't know what the hell it was, so I didn't eat it. A roast beef, and like chicken piccata, I think it was. And there was no veggie sides, which was interesting. We did have a salad and some like penne pasta salad that was more like a buttered garlic Alfredo thing, not like a mayo macaroni salad. Either way, couldn't eat any of that stuff. I brought Tupperware because it was $75 a ticket, which made sense. It was a beautiful venue, open bar, buffet, everything with DJ. It was very lovely. It was very nice. The girls, we're all 20 years out of high school. The ladies who organized it did a fabulous job. I brought Tupperware. I wasn't gonna like spend $75. I took the food home for whoever wanted to eat it. So I looked crazy. I told people I'm intermittent fasting. I can't eat past 6. Sorry. And guess what? Nobody seemed to like really judge me, which was nice. My high school reunion, there was a lot of beautiful girls with beautiful bodies and all that, but more insecurity comes from the intellectual insecurity, because these girls are amazing. Like one girl was just bragging how she single-handedly was involved with the creation of the Massachusetts healthcare law and blah, 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 blah. She's a nice person. Like I shouldn't be ripping on her or whatever, but that's tough shoes to fill. I worked in a bank for 14 years, went to college, didn't finish it, still have 2 courses in order to have my degree. Oh, like 80 grand in student loans with no degree, even though I only need to take 2 classes. And now I'm a stay-at-home mother for a little bit. Probably not going to be doing this for too much longer. So anyway, I avoided temptation at that thing. And it was very nice, and it was good to catch up with some of the girls. I think our graduating class was 270 something, they said at the time, and there was about 56 of us there. And one of my favorite teachers, my Italian teacher, she was also our class sponsor. So she still looks amazing. My gosh. Oh, it was, I don't know, I was like geeking out. I was so glad to see her. And so that leads me down to the block party, which was our 3rd event, which, like I said, there's a train, there's food trucks, there's all of these things. I even, because the food trucks now, they're like tapas size and it's not cheap. We used to do like a potluck thing and it was more intimate, the block party, but it just grew and grew and grew. He used to have a food truck and we had bracelets, and as long as we paid the money for the bracelets, we got to eat as much as we wanted with the bracelet. But not a lot of people participated in it. So what happened is the pool of money that we collect for the street basically had to pay for the leftover for the truck. So it wasn't like worth it. So now it's just open to public and you pay for what you want off of the trucks. And that's that. So I wasn't doing that this year. The food was really good last year, but we spent like $45 and we were starving afterwards. So I made some, I don't know what the word, how to call this rice that my husband has me make. It's a yellow rice, arroz con gandules or something, pigeon peas. And I hope I didn't butcher that, guys. I don't speak Spanish. Or Italian, unfortunately, even though I took it for 4 years and lived in a bilingual home. Anyway, and some pork chops. So I didn't partake in the food that I cooked or the food from the truck. So that was that. And now we got weighed today and I lost 3.4 pounds and I was very happy about that. I now hope that I'm able to put all these videos together. We shall see. Until next week, guys. Bye.